Hello friends, I'm Mr. Fench and this is my brand new Model 3 Performance. In this video, we'll share my initial impressions of ordering, driving, charging and route planning with a Tesla for the first time. Placing the order was a breeze. Besides picking the performance version, there isn't really much to configure in terms of options. Usually I'd pick something colourful, but I think in this the white exterior looks great with the contrasting black elements and interior. Approximately 1 month later, the delivery appointment was set and I set off. First 2 hours by train, then a quick taxi ride, and I finally arrived at the Tesla delivery centre. I was immediately guided to my car and given a quick introduction, and that's it. I was now the proud owner of my first electric car. After a quick walkthrough, I took a seat and spent a good half an hour exploring the infotainment system. I set up my driver's profile, connected my Tidal account, and basically just tried to navigate and learn all the various functions of this new car. With all options being on a single touchscreen and no buttons, there's a lot to go through. As somewhat of a tech geek myself, I really don't mind. Sure, there's a learning curve, but once you've gotten familiar with everything, you're not going to miss any physical buttons. I'm perhaps also different to most people, as I like to learn everything I possibly can about the control and features of a new gadget. Whether it's a new phone, a car, or a software, I just really enjoy trying out the various things. Once I had tested everything, I set off. With the car's battery at only 27%, I needed to make a charging stop to ensure I could complete the trip home. I have to say, I was really curious to see how efficient the Model 3 Performance would be. After a bit of city and highway driving, 19 kilometers to be exact, I averaged 160 watt-hours per kilometre. While this should be taken with a grain of salt, it does show that even with 275 wide 20-inch tyres, the car is capable of being driven somewhat economically. If you're interested in learning more about the efficiency of the Model 3 Performance, please do subscribe, as I'll be covering that in much more detail in our upcoming videos. Upon arriving at my first charging stop, I took a moment to admire the car from the outside, and I have to say, the refreshed Model 3 Highland is one hell of a good looking car. The 20-inch wheels with the aero caps on look amazing. I know people don't always like them, but I have to say I really do. After 28 minutes we had reached 54% state of charge. And yes, you heard that right, it took 28 minutes to go from 11 to 54% state of charge. It wasn't until later I found out that I had made a rookie mistake and gone to an older charger that apparently splits the power output between two charging vehicles, causing both cars to charge at half the speed. Needless to say, this first charging experience didn't quite excite me in a positive way. 114 kilometers later, nearly being home, you can see the energy consumption is considerably higher than before, having gone from 160 to 241 watt-hour per kilometre. This is however due to the fact that most of my driving was at speeds around 150-200 kph, with some rapid accelerations in between. Like I said, in upcoming videos, I'll be taking a closer look at the efficiency at various speeds, so if you're interested in that, please do subscribe. To briefly summarise my first impressions, well, all in all, it's a great car. The acceleration is brutal, even at high speeds. It's comfortable on long journeys. The audio system is great, and the autopilot is sort of okay. More on that in upcoming videos. For now, that's it from me. Bear with me. This was my first attempt at making a YouTube video, and I was figuring things out as I went. If you enjoyed this type of content and want to see more, please subscribe, as I'll try to make a couple of videos each week. If there's anything specific you'd like to see or know, leave a comment and I'll do my best to reply. See you guys in the next one. Cheers.